like I'm trying to show you guys up.
Go for it. Yeah, you are that.
I'm so excited about that stuff. I can't. Yeah.
When we first met Kristen, actually, she had a burn on her. What did you call that area? Kind of lower belly button area. She was Joe and Pat and I went to see her up in the set of one of the Twilights, and she's in her Winnebago with a cigarette tube between her feet, self-dressing a wound on her belly. Like, damn,
stitching it up.
The sizzle. Yeah,
incredible. You know, like I think maybe a week after that I broke my thumb, so I really was in bad shape, and that was right at the time we were doing second unit stuff, so that was fun. Yeah, not good at stunts actually. I don't know why I'm doing this. I hurt myself a lot.
All right, finally, on-set prankster or completely well-behaved? Kristen, you first.
I get to set the bar?
Yes.
I'm very well behaved, and you guys better not mess with me because I take myself incredibly seriously on set.
You're going to be fine because I mean I'm an Oscar winner, so I take it. That's why you have to take the work really seriously. So we're going to be fine.
Listen, you don't have to show me up.
I will be calling you Snow White all the time.
That's right, don't be calling Sam Snow White. It depends if we get along, we might switch the costumes and you end up in the dress. But to me, I don't know.
I'm definitely, similar to Charlize, I'm an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Just give me 5 years, okay? I'm very well behaved.
Okay. Well, I think that this crowd might want to see a little bit more of what you guys have to show. So,
Can we take our tops off now?
So I understand there's something else you'd like to show us, Rupert.
Yeah, you've seen our amazing cast in the flesh, but now we're going to show you them in wardrobe. So, fire at will.
Great. Well, the first shot, interestingly, is of the dwarves. And people who can count very quickly will notice that there's not 7 dwarves.
There are not 7 dwarves. I just introduced you to them. The man on the far left is obviously Nick Frost. Next to him is Mr. Ray Winston. Then Toby Jones, Ian McShane, Johnny Harris, Bob Hoskins, Eddie Marsden, and Breen Gleeson. And they are very tough East End villains in their day jobs, but they're coming together to be a very tough group of East End dwarves. This is my desperation to make a war movie. I've cast my British SAS squad with these great actors who are very funny, very tough, and together they're just quite unstoppable.
And why are there 8?
There are 8 because there's a few great lines when one of them gets killed. And then there are only 7.
Okay.
Wow, spoiler alert!
Yeah, it's a copyright issue.
Okay.
Put a gag ball on it, seriously!
I think I'd get something wrong.
Let's take a look at Sam Claflin as the prince.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is that comfortable, Sam?
No. It is comfortable sitting up here, to be honest, but yeah. Oh.
I like it. Okay, let's look at Chris as the Huntsman. How long does it take to get the hair to look that good?
It's, about 4 or 5 hours, I think. Rolling around the mud.
4 or 5 hours of drinking.
4 hours, yeah. 4 days of drinking and, yeah. I don't know.
Those are great clothes. They look broken in.
Yeah, let's dig them up from the backyard back in Australia.
Yeah, we've got a great wardrobe designer, Colleen Atwood, who's won more Oscars than most people, and she's quite incredible. And she had a bit of a rush because we had to shoot this 3 weeks ago to show you here, and so it was a bit early for her, but it really forced us to start getting working a bit.
Yeah, she won the Oscar last year for Alice.
Yeah.
What do you mean? She's won like 47.
All right, how about let's see some Queen. I like the collar on that, Charlize.
That's not my collar, that's actually part of my head. Very method.
Is that a dagger?
That is, yeah.
Yeah, that is, watch out.
What are you gonna do with that?
You're gonna have to go see the movie.
Okay, and finally, let's look at Snow White. Oh, that's badass. Kristen, what went through your mind when you first put that armor on?
Give the old chest a nice pounding. That's fun. Makes you feel like...
Makes you feel good?
Yeah, it makes you feel kind of strong occasionally sometimes, but although you kind of feel tiny, my little bobblehead kind of sticks out of like, my pinhead sticks out of this enormous sort of thing. Hopefully I begin to own it a little bit more, but...
Don't worry, we'll get you steroids. You're gonna be fine.
How heavy is that shield?
It's not as light as you think it would probably be, which is nice. It's like 50 pounds.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I bet this crowd
It's
has...
not 50 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Dave, I think, again, the reason we're here this year is because we're coming out June 1st next year. So by the time Comic-Con next year, we'll be in the theaters 7 weeks, probably about $800 million to the better.
There you go. All right, well, I want to give this audience some time to ask this wonderful cast and crew some questions. So, I see somebody standing with that mic. Hi.
Okay, my question is for Kristen. I've seen some interviews of you where you say that your past characters have some elements of your own personality. Does the character of Snow White has anything that relates to you?
Yeah, it's hard for me to play parts that you don't feel that you're supposed to see parts of yourself in. I think I'd like to be like her. I mean, I can't sit here and say like that I'm the fairest in the land. And I have a seriously good heart, really, and for people that don't know me. Yeah, I think...
And you like apples as well. Big red apples. Love apples. They're like 7 on the plane. Crazy.
There's such a joke there. Oh, I'm not gonna go there. For myself.
Thank you for the question. Next.
Hi, Chris. I'm a big fan, and I remember reading about Universal's search for the Huntsman, and there were a lot of actors who agreed, but then negotiations failed. So what about this character?
Everyone else turned it down. I was all that's left. So they offered it to Charlize, and she said, "Nah, love the Queen."
I just want to know, what about this character made you be the one to say yes?
We're meeting Rupert, and the little teaser you saw before that he shot in, I think, 24 hours or something, it was hugely impressive, and I love the script. It's fantastic. We all know the story, but as I said before, it's a completely different take on it, and that excited me, and the concept art, and this cast, and, it all... I try and sort of keep it pretty simple, my approach to the script. Either like it or I don't, and I can try and analyse it later, but my initial gut instinct said, yeah, this sounds like fun, so signed up. And there was no one else left.